Good morning, Gators, and happy Tuesday.
Let's get into today's announcements.
If you're looking to get some service hours in, you can help FCA with the Gator Tot Easter egg hunt.
These hours will include bringing candy, stuffing Easter eggs, or volunteering the day of on April 16th from 2:45 to 3:45.
Bring donations to room 232 or email Miss Green with any questions.
Are you interested in joining the STA Anglers Bass Fishing Club?
If so, come out to the informational meeting on April 16th at 6 p.m. in the Little Theater.
Now off to the segment.
The rise of Byzantine art coincided with that of early Christianity. Byzantine art is characterized by ornate, large gold halos and flat perspective. The Renaissance followed the Middle Ages, starting in Southern Europe in the 14th century. With it arose a greater understanding of perspective and depth. Humanism became popular. Focusing humanity, it too acknowledged death as a part of life. Memento mori, translated from Latin as remember death, depicted the grim as universal. To do so, Caravagism, the use of black in painting that was indicative of the artist Caravaggio, became widespread to portray intensity of emotion.
The development of color as a tool for realism to that of emotion is typified by the Impressionists, arising in the late 19th century as a reaction to the popularization of photography in Europe. Impressionists created a loose group of alternative artists to explore forms and ways outside of the norm. Artists like Monet were initially criticized for their shift away from realism towards abstract depictions.
Hudson River School was the American parallel to European Romanticism. As America explored its manifest destiny, pioneers were taken by the beauty of the western frontier. Hudson River School artists like Thomas Cole dutifully rendered the landscape they saw, exemplifying the majesty of nature and insignificance of man.
Emerging from the global unrest of World War I, modernism rose, touting absolute truth, providing solace in a reeling world, splitting into two major camps characterized by refusal and idolization of war. Artists like Kathy Kollwitz and Goya depicted through their works overwhelming images of personal grief. Globally, people crave stability, exemplified by the reuse of classical elements from the Greek and Romans, producing architecture and product design that prioritized function and global use that became commonplace.
Following the brief period of stability provided by modernism, postmodernism arose in response to World War II and the failure of modernism. With it came the near completion of the transition of art from a privilege of the rich to a working-class product and trade. Artists like Andy Warhol capitalized on the integration of popular culture into art to capture attention of the masses. Pop art refused its highbrow ancestry, choosing to mass-produce culture as a new commodity.
Afrofuturists took the foundation of postmodernism, questioning truth, and took it to one of its most logical ends, the deconstruction of colonialism. Combining classical African elements with modern forms, Afrofuturists created a common culture by which to communicate the delivery of Africa into a continent that has fought past its history of exploitation. Artists like Wangachi Mutu and Sheku Fonhana create new myths from those of the old, using the past to imagine a better future.
Welcome back, Gators.
Seniors, we have 4 more school days until May 1st.
All laptops, chargers, textbooks, or books must be turned into the library before you can pick up your senior supplies on the last day.
Lost or stolen chargers will cost $40 to replace and must be paid for before you receive your graduation packet.
You will be given a slip by the library indicating that you have returned all of your items.
Now for y'all's favorite announcement, lunch.
We'll be having buffalo bites,
Macaroni and cheese,
glazed carrots,
pork and beans.
and a whole wheat roll.
Well, since it's our last show, that will be all the announcements from us this year, Gators.
We've had such a fun year with y'all.
And we hope you'll have a great break and the rest of your school year.
See y'all at graduation.
Bye.